All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dandadan, episode 3. Let's meet this granny.
Yeah.
And maybe this kitty cat, because I want to see this cat.
I want to see the cat, too.
Yeah.
I'm very curious how the cat's going to play into all this. But then, you know, we got everything squared away.
That's right.
At the shrine, at the temple and everything.
It is properly sealed off. It's just fine. And, you know, so, yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah. Just stick around, stay together.
Exactly.
Figure out a way to make this work out.
Yeah.
You know, because relationship-wise, I'm very invested in you two. I'm very much wanting to see this bloom and bud in whatever way it can. But given that you're also schoolmates and stuff, you're probably going to be spending more time together just out of shared interest with regards to this whole secret that's, you know,
right. Suppressing, you know, evil possessing spirits aside, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see other people talk at the school, be like, wait, you guys dating?
Yes.
Like, what's going on here?
The moment where, you know, the two characters, you know, boy meets girl, that whole thing happens. They go on their supernatural adventure and stuff. The moment where everyone else is like, so are they dating? And it's like, no, we're not dating. We're just, you know, sneaking off together for like constantly for like very serious reasons that are not that.
Right.
You know?
Right. But we can't explain exactly what it is. So it sounds like we're lying constantly.
But we also, like, you know, can't be more than 3 feet away from each other. But it's not because of that, okay?
It's not. No, not at all. I'm very much in love with this concept here, and let's see where they take it from here. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Okay.
Yes, we've got... from the opening, yes. Her hair is incredible.
Yeah.
Never get her confused. What?
Wait. What if this was Grandma?
I mean,
there's no way, but like...
She's so young, though, like...
Right.
Yeah.
It's the psychic powers. Okay, let's not.
Granny, you already got a cock. Why do you need her? Like... Oh! Nobara, where are you? What?
Yes.
It is! Are you kidding me?
Holy shit.
What?
Yes.
I can't! Are you kidding me?
Yes.
What is her skincare routine?
Is it being a psychic?
It's a granny versus granny clash. Oh my god. Just casually staked her.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's a goddamn JoJo character. JoJo Granny.
Yeah.
Lisa on like steroids.
That whole thing's just a pencil?
Yeah. Oh, trapped? You thought that was what? Yeah. I'm not. That's not my plan here. Yep.
Oh, I love it.
It's a classic strat.
Yep. Hit them into your, you know.
Yeah, it's over. Right. Well, ain't that the granny pot of tea? Call him the kettle. Oh. Yeah. That's an I don't give a fuck. Like. Oh. Whoa.
What?
Did she just collapse a barrier on a bear that just opened? So it basically just filled the field and just like smushed it?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Really rubbing it in.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
He's just gonna be in there chilling in a nice bed, you know?
Right.
Oh. No. Hi.
Nice.
Can't let you see my face like this.
Right.
I'm under a lot of feelings right now.
Exactly.
Why am I blushing? Why is my heart racing?
Why
Why is everything going Dandadan?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I am. What's it to you? So where did she banish his cock to, you know?
Right.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot of stuff. Yeah, that me too. Uh-huh. Ah. Interesting. I like that we're following up so intently on Granny as like we're gonna need to do like a proper exorcism or what have you. Right. Oh!
Gotcha.
Oh, it's way worse. Okay. Gotcha. That's why he has two kind of transformations, basically.
Oh.
Turbo Granny is part of it, but the really strong one is the other thing that he transforms.
Okay.
Kind of into. That's a little bit more humanoid, or at least potentially.
Right. Ah.
She's shipping you guys so hard. Go play tag. Okay.
All right.
If you beat it at its game. Oh.
All right.
Oh,
damn. That's. Then you gotta start working out.
Oh, hell yeah. So there are actual, like, gods in it. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Whoa, I'm so into this. Uh-huh.
Or you give her a motorcycle, and then she
then she'd say it's cheating, because you're not actually running, you know?
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Talking about him. Yeah, yeah. Right. Hence the Devilman Crybaby running in the opening.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Amazing.
Fantastic.
One Punch Man this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but how is she so young?
I mean, it's possible, but it's just yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I don't want to lose you after all this craziness and stuff. Yeah. Oh, what, you think so? The music comes back. Yeah. I got something to say.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She has his glasses. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well. Her laugh is so cringe. I love it. Then watch him. Yeah!
Yeah, I don't know. Just do it.
I just go whoosh and woof and
Yeah.
wah.
オーラオーラは誰にでもあって色はいろいろなんだけど
Nope.
そこの木とか石ころにもあるうちはそのオーラをつかめて自由に動かせる超能力に目覚めた瞬間はもっとすごかったのにな
Yeah, because you were in an intense,
現実になる感じっていう
Right.
敵って感じ
intense emotional moment. Yeah.
視覚に頼ってるからダメなんだ
Ah, imagination versus.
Yes.
触覚とかなオーラがつかめるってことは感触がある
All right, mentally touch
Okay.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Imagine yourself touching it. Yeah, yeah.
冷たい
Whoa.
どう
I can't believe how
Yeah,
much
this
they're
dance.
anime just for him.
てめえ人んちでクソしようなんていい度胸じゃん
Ah.
こっちも必死なんだ私もいるこの家でうちわに竹に走ると思うね
Hey,
Oh, hey,
they're
now he's
training.
running pretty fast.
リアルな高倉健
Oh my god.
屈辱的だお前が言うな今まで未知の体験にあこ
This is the worst.
当分トイレットペーパーなきゃいけないんすかこっちのセリフバチャってたタープパパが心臓発作か脳梗塞か死因を選ばせてやるってんだよわしの呪いは感染するこの楽器を媒介
Whoa. Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
今夜トンネルに来いじゃなきゃこの楽器使ってそこら辺のやつら全員呪い殺す今夜だ
And give him some privacy while he shits.
耳からも血出てるし
Oh my god. Whoa.
何があったか聞こうじゃね
It's
That's-
being like eroded away. Like,
That's terrifying.
we have only a limited amount of time. I love it.
この防弾
Okay.
気を抜けば簡単に
I love it.
出るってうちらこう見えてうち
I don't think he'll be able to run very fast with those shoes, though.
もも
Uh,
しつけな
no. Be
Be
careful.
safe.
Yeah.
死ぬなよ
Tsundere sexy grandma. That was
Right.
not on my
Yeah.
like prediction list for this episode. Hey, shut up! You're on the train.
体力消耗したくないじゃん奴はうちの大切なもんを傷つけ
That's right.
しやがった
So we're gonna kick her wrinkly ass.
ボッコボコにしたるわい
I'm surprised nobody's yelled at them yet. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
ちょっと綾瀬さんこんなところでまずいですよこんなのさっさと脱ぎたいのギャルはおしゃれが戦闘服なの
yes! She admits it. She admits it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Fashion is the battle uniform of the Gyarus.
That's
That's
incredible.
incredible. All right.
Okay.
We got a gilf. That's just
We do.
That's just the way it is. I'm
Episode
not
3. Here we go.
episode 3.
All right.
No holds barred.
Yeah, I like
Gya-
this show.
Gyaru Momo has a tsundere sexy grandma.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
That's
not
right.
gonna question it. I'm just gonna be
No.
like, yes, sir.
Well,
All right.
See,
Here we
okay,
go.
The thing is that who says that it was necessarily her, like, biologically related grandma?
Oh my
right?
God,
You know?
okay.
It's the auntie, granny, right?
See, I'm just accepting it, and you're. I don't even need any explanation or what have you. We're going.
Oh yeah.
We're here.
Yes, exactly.
We have
This
a
is
granny
Dandadan.
that is not just Turbo Granny. She's sexy Turbo Granny.
Yeah.
And
She's turbo sexy.
turbo sexy. And she's got a show where she just exposed a random idol 20-something-year-old
Yep.
for every single lie that he has basically put
Right.
up with so that he can, stay in the idol industry and,
Exactly.
have
Yeah,
a good
it's part of
career
his
and stuff.
persona. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Right.
it's just, oh yeah, that's just what I do. That was funny. Now I'm going to go watch my show.
Right.
Okay. I'm getting big Yu Yu Hakusho vibes for one by her just existence at all in,
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
in this story, which is fun. I love the granny mentor archetype, regardless of which kind of vein down that umbrella you go.
Yes.
I'm very much into this. But then having us get to have her drop all the world building here, I was really wondering if this was going to be a much more like softer kind of world building show, and we'd focus more on the character dynamics. And so this episode basically was the, hey, no, there is actually some hard world building here.
Yep.
We do have supernatural things that exist in this world that our granny, or our old hag here, she knows quite a bit about. But because she's a spirit medium and not someone that uses psychic powers, her information is locked to understanding, spirit powers and stuff.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
So she uses her tools and all that stuff.
Yep.
Awesome. And that's where I feel like the show can get the benefits of hard magic system and soft magic system.
Yeah.
Because it's so broad that it can go hard on certain things, but still have enough leeway in that that's not the entire power system, right? That's just one part of it. That then they can still kind of have the flexibility to do what they want.
Right. So psychic powers are basically what you'd come to expect from any media, is that they are just, you think about it, you can do it. If you have basically the ability to imagine yourself doing it, you can do it as long as there's no mental block there for whatever reason. With what Granny can do, basically, and not Turbo Granny, what Granny can do is she can draw upon the spirit power of the god of this region.
Right.
Which is fascinating, because that means that we are going almost like full Neil Gaiman here with this, with like American gods and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so not domain expansion, but like domain residency. Which domain are you in at the moment? Because that's going to affect what kind of things you can do or whether you can do anything.
Right. And one of the areas where I could see that being really fun with how these two, teen characters explore it is that then, in order to fight different opponents and things like that, they will need to be in probably different locations, right? Or at least if they're dealing with location-bound spirits, which
it depends.
Right now it's just Turbo Granny, right? Because they're being forced to.
Yeah.
But we could get a situation where they end up traveling around a bunch and stuff, right? They go on the school trip, and it's like, oh shit, what are we going to find over here? Because we're going to a different area, right?
Sure. I mean, they've built up this in a way where you can have infinite bits of like Monster of the Week shenanigans and stuff. But the main plot is that Turbo Granny has not just taken his, wee-wee here. She's taken another spirit that's location-bound inside herself.
Right.
So he is not then just underneath the curse of Turbo Granny, but he's underneath the curse of Turbo Granny that's also been supercharged or fused together with something else.
Turbo Granny got more turbo.
Yeah, and we very much made a point within the image that was showed of what that location-bound spirit kind of looks like here, and that it has these eyes.
Yep.
It has these very specific kind of swirly eyes with the grids or what have you. It also has the many mouths. Well, in the opening, there's multiple like creatures that look very much like different kind of yokai that have some of these different things. Like it had the crab with the many mouths and stuff. So it could be the kind of thing where it's been a bunch of things constantly fusing together to get something so crazy strong.
Sure, just the fact that things like this can fuse, that in and of itself says a lot.
Right.
Because then if you see something that looks like this, is it Turbo Granny fused with this thing, or is it that this thing has fused with a bunch of other things, just like a snowball that rolls down
it's
the hill?
It's an amalgamation.
Yeah, and just picks up everything, you
right.
know.
Who's to say? So right now it's really interesting that Turbo Granny is kind of the primary personality, but that came about because of the way in which he ran away from her. So in some ways, he was doing the right thing, but he was doing it within her territory, so there's no way he could win. But the actual instinct to do that drew like the spirit of Turbo Granny out rather than just the location-bound spirit,
and
which
also
then could have cursed him to death.
It's both the best thing to do and the worst thing to do, because on the one hand, that's the way to theoretically, like, if you beat her at that, great, you can get away from her and all that stuff. But also, if you start running, if you run, she is like compelled to chase you.
Yes.
Right? Like she has to. That's part of her nature, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically, if he had just been like
walked back away slowly,
just very slowly crept away, maybe she would have just been like, you're no fun, you know, right? Or something like that. Who knows?
I bet your wee-wee is small.
yeah, exactly, you know. right, tries to scare him to get him to actually run or something like that, you know. But I like it. They have a mechanic for how they can actually like combat this thing. They already like they didn't mention it, but they already had a situation where suddenly he started running really fast while carrying her because of I can't remember what the specific context was.
Well, it was because of the whole
right, go to the bathroom thing, right? Exactly. You know, and so it's like, so there is a way that maybe this could happen, just not under regular physical limitations. You need to do some comedic anime bullshit in order to properly motivate yourself.
Not just that. He needs to, in some ways, be tapping in into a little bit of the power in order to actually be able
use the power to beat the power. I like it.
Yeah. So this is gonna be fun because we can see that they very much have like a crush on each other. They very much do. Yeah. And while ISA's is maybe a little bit more on the nose, and Ken's is more of the
first person that is treating me like a human being. Oh my God.
Right. And so he's very desperate, I would say, to hold on to her as a friend. I like that they're already bringing up the actual unhealthy aspects of that dynamic and having ISA kind of address them out the gate. Like, hey, like, you don't need to overthink this. Like, this isn't something where like I'm like all disappointed in you or what have you.
Like that's something that so many people need to hear just in general. And then he brings up the counterpoint.
But why did you slam the door?
Yeah, very similar to like the previous episode, right? Where she lasers in on the real situation, you know, and then it's like, oh, but you're really going to say that about somebody? It's, well, why'd you slam the door? She doesn't. See, she hasn't fully acknowledged within herself her own feelings.
Yeah.
So when she brings things up and she's like, hey, it's fine. It's like, okay, but you're telling me to be secure in my feelings, but clearly you're not secure in yours. And so the fact that you're not telling me what your actual feelings are, like me seeing that is easy to conclude.
No, but the difference is that she's not thinking that she hates him. She knows and is telling him, hey, I like being friends with you. Like, I like that.
Yes.
But the extra sauce on top of that is that she's actually like, you know, heart thumping.
Exactly.
She's doki dokiing. She's dun-da-dunning.
Right.
And so for him, it's way more important that he gets his feelings in order so that it's not I have a turbo... chronic dependency like syndrome going on right now where I don't feel even remotely like
if you aren't looking at me I will transform.
There's some very cool kind of stuff you could get into in which
hyper needy
needy stuff, because he is actually, in the world building sense, he is hyper needy right now. She needs to literally attend to his every little thing right now. Even his little thing, in order to actually make sure that he doesn't not just die, but kill other people. Because, reveal here, the thing that is inside Turbo Granny is way stronger than Turbo Granny. And I mean way stronger. Because Turbo Granny is just getting like, I just... little gremlin nasty thing.
Right.
But this thing is wearing away the actual, like, wards on the wall. Like, its curse is so strong, it was like darkening them.
Oh yeah, we went beyond nosebleed to ears bleed as well.
Right. And I just gave your Oba-chan the decision whether she wants to die of a stroke or a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do.
Like that's pretty metal.
Right.
You know?
And so the idea that the boy is contagious, I kind of like how that's not fully explained, but there's an idea I have that if he's contagious, you could say that it is that he is leaking out the territory of this spirit. So by things being near him for enough time, they basically
specifically
get touched
having the eye contact.
Right. They get touched by the aura. They get touched by that aspect of it, and that feels like it connects really well with everything that we had established in this episode.
Okay, I like it
as a secondary effect of just the way things radiate out, spiritual energy, psychic energy, or what have you.
But you know what I'll bet really would help them with this whole mission beyond having proper fashion, having a cat.
I mean, that's
I'm just saying.
I think this is kind of a milestone thing where once they've, solved their first proper spirit thing, then the cat's like, yes.
Or maybe even the cat ends up being the vessel,
God?
the vessel that the the amalgamation fusion spirit gets locked into in order
Wait.
to I don't know.
Wait.
I'm just looking for some way in which it's
Wait.
like the cat statue thing is actually, as of this moment in universe time,
Just a cat.
It is not even just a cat, just a statue.
Right,
Right. You know,
right.
just an inanimate object, and then at some point some spirit or whatever occupies it, and then starts being like,
You just want Con back from...
basically,
You just want Con back from...
I was thinking
Bleach.
the cat and ghost stories, but yeah,
Yeah, the cat and ghost stories also work.
just and then suddenly it like comes to life and it's like, what do you know about that? I could get used to this.
I do like the idea that our granny here basically just has a whole bunch of tools and stuff that are like useful for this, and they like beat the shit out of Turbo Granny or separate Turbo Granny from the location-bound spirit, or maybe the location-bound spirit stays within him and he ends up having to use that primarily for his power, because you break the hold that Turbo Granny has on his cock, basically, but Turbo Granny, by doing that, then gets separated from the location-bound spirit.
Well, right, you need to separate Turbo Granny from the location-bound spirit so you can basically do the JoJo gif and just kick the shit out of her to get the cock back.
Right, but that shouldn't free Okurun from the location-bound spirit.
Well,
That's the thing.
I think the idea is that it.
Because again...
No, I think it's that it should, but the fact that this thing happened here,
Right.
that was unexpected. Granny did not expect that, right?
Yeah.
And so that's where it's our understanding of how all of this works might not be entirely accurate.
Or it's accurate, it's just too strong. Again, this is the kind of thing where you're not going to have the show depower the main character completely, out the gate, so...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will have to see.
And we'll have to see. But we also got just some lovely shipping this episode. The Granny very much being yes, you absolutely like him.
She hears the name
tell.
Ken and just knows that the kid's name is Ken, even though that hasn't been said, right?
no.
It's just, and
just
she
hearing
would never
Okurun
say
and
it,
everything.
right? But it's
Yeah.
just okay, so he's Ken. It's like, stop.
She's confessing her love to you, like, right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that
And
was
of course,
awesome.
his negative view of himself keeps him from progressing this side of the romance side of things because he thinks he's being teased right now.
Yeah.
I love
Or
it.
looked down on or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yep. Also, fashion is a Gyaru's
Battle armor.
That is fantastic.
I mean, it is. It absolutely is.
But I love that they full on like said it and had that little bit happen at the end of the episode. Like that was
right.
great.
She's like, I'm not wearing this stupid shit. Like, Are you kidding me?
Like, yes, I know that all of this stuff is real.
Right.
And so this probably does confer some benefit.
Right.
But the benefit that I myself get by being in a fashionable outfit, I
have way more confidence in myself.
I determine that to be better than whatever actual spiritual benefit
She
this
full
stuff
on
gives me.
looked at the RPG outfits and stuff, and she's like, "Yeah, this build is meta, but this build is what I've like."
But
used,
I like this.
But I like this. I've used this build like my whole life.
Because it's the whole thing where she's like, well, it's all based on like my power, right?
Right.
So if I feel more confident in myself in this, then I'll just, if I'm feeling, oh my God, insecure because why am I wearing this ugly ass outfit? I'm not going to be able to do my powers properly.
Right.
So.
Now you, the one that actually has to run, you have to wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want more shenanigans, all the shenanigans with them.
Yes.
But the fact that also the location-bound spirit basically struck a hey, you have to approach and deal with this now.
Right.
I like from a pacing standpoint because I
Yeah.
got a little worried when it was hey, I need you all to train to get stronger. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
oh no.
Is this going to be all right, and now 10 episodes of training, and then at the end of the season, we're going to go back
No,
and get
not
your...
that slow pacing. Just a whole episode or two dedicated to it. And then it's no, you don't have time for that.
Right, just go.
Just go. If anything, we've already seen the ways in which ISA or Momo, if she gets actually really riled up.
Yeah, and I like that they brought that up.
She has no reason to fear this thing.
Right,
But
so you wear that fashionable outfit.
you wear that fashionable outfit. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, because that was her without her battle armor at that point.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
So how much stronger would she be,
That's true. That's true.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.